Hello and welcome back. In our last video we found out that a mare can actually turn on breakers. The question then was, does it just interact with it directly, or can it actually toggle breakers on remotely? And that's what we are gonna find out in this video. Now, just so you can see how I actually found the mare yet again. Yeah, you can see all the evidences gathered for this. And right after we found out it's actually a mare, we do our testing. Alright, we have 3 evidences. We just got a book, we had spirit box, and we have orbs somewhere around here. At least I hope they are still here somewhere. Yep, there. So we got yet another mare. And the breaker is at the top. I'll show you actually. So it's up here. And the ghost already disabled the breaker twice so far. But what we want to find out if the mare will actually enable the breaker. Since this time, compared to last time, the mare is actually pretty far away from the breaker. It's very, very unlikely that it will wander to the breaker and interact with it locally, since ghosts usually interact with breakers from far away, or remotely, so to say. Yeah, I just hope that this helps us actually see it. I just hope so. And also, since we want to find out if it enables the breaker, of course, we will disable it. And now, just like in the other proof video, we will just wait and watch. Right now, it's at the right of this little black thingy. This means it's disabled. And we will see if it ever switches to being on the left of the black thingy, meaning it is enabled. So, let's see. So, after about, I think, half an hour, the breaker has been switched on. Though I wonder, did the ghost actually go there? Or was it a remote activation? We'll try to see if we can place a few motion sensors over there. And I hope that we can see the motion sensors as well as... And also, let's see if it's still here. Yeah, this is still its favorite room. And let's see if we can then see the breaker as well as the motion sensors, or at least one of them. So, how do we do that? I think this one should be visible. Can we do that somewhere? No, damn. Because in some maps you can actually place those motion sensors on the ceiling. But apparently not on a lot of surfaces. Yeah, in this case also only on the floor. We may need... Yeah. Okay, I got an idea. So, the idea is, when it tries to go really, really far upstairs, right to the breaker, it, first of all, has to go past here, which means it should always trigger this one. So, we also need those things. Audio sensors. Also one over here. And yeah, okay. Also, the mare did disable the breaker on its own again. Yeah, and now we just listen to the audio sensors when the motion sensors trigger. And if the breaker gets turned on without anything triggering beforehand, then it's probably a remote activation and not a local activation. Though, to be honest, it took about 30 minutes, as I said, and this is pretty much the same as in the last video. So, yeah, we'll keep waiting, and also, let's see. Okay. So we should hear at least one motion sensor triggering before the ghost switches it on, if it is a local activation thingy. So if it's remote, we will probably not hear any motion sensors at all. So that's a new perspective, and we will wait. Okay, this did not take long, like 5 minutes, less even. The breaker has been turned on, and no motion sensor has been triggered. No, as you can see, it's on the left of the black thingy, so it's activated right now. And we will test this once more. This time we will take a look at this one. And of course, because we don't want to wait for the Mare to disable the breaker, we will help it and just disable it for it. And also take a look, is this still its favorite room? Yeah, it still is. Alright. Breaker is now disabled. We will watch the motion sensor and sound sensor one level below the breaker. And yeah. Yet again, the waiting game. Okay, this took forever. Like 1 hour and 20 minutes or something. But yeah, the breaker has been turned on again. And prior to that, there was absolutely no interaction with any of the motion sensors. So, that means the Mare can remotely toggle it on. Because this was the question on the last video, or rather a theory, that the Mare would be more likely to interact with the breaker if, for example, its favorite room is in the same room as the breaker. And also, we are gonna double check if the favorite room is still the same, or maybe it has changed more towards the breaker. So, up here, it was like, yeah, 2 hours ago, and it is still here. It's still cold here. Yeah, so I think that's pretty good evidence that a Mare does interact with breakers on a remote basis, just like any other ghost. Still, it's pretty much the same, and I mean, compared to the last video. And I'd say, taking into consideration both of my recent videos, a Mare probably turns a breaker on once every half an hour. 30 to 40 minutes, something like that. Of course, I only had, I think, 6 times where it happened, but to make a good approximation of how frequently it actually turns on a breaker, we need far more data points. Yeah, but so you can also see that it's a Mare. We will just end the round yet again. And it is actually a Mare. So, a Mare interacts with breakers remotely, just like every ghost. Thanks for watching, have a good hunt, see you next time.